In the near future, the planet is being destroyed by unbearable heat. Daytime temperatures have risen so high that stepping outside has become a death sentence. Plants have died, food and water are scarce, and society has collapsed. The few survivors left must cover their skin with layers of protection just to stay alive. Among them is a young woman named Marie, traveling with her younger sister Leonie and her boyfriend Philip. They are desperately heading toward mountains, the last livable place on Earth. One day, they stop at an abandoned gas station and split up to search for supplies. While the sisters look inside the building, Philip goes outside to find fuel from the gas tanks. After some time, the sisters manage to get some water from the bathroom pipes. Soon after, they see a stranger stealing food and drinks from their car. Marie calls out for Philip, who is still outside looking for gasoline. Philip gets angry, feeling like he constantly has to keep watch over everything. Then, Marie realizes her sister has gone missing and rushes into the gas station to search for her. When Marie turns around, she sees that the stranger has captured her sister and is telling her to drop her weapon. Just then, Philip appears and attacks him with a hammer. They struggle for a while until the stranger manages to run away. Philip chases after him and knocks him down, but the stranger claims that he has some fuel, leading them to reach a sort of agreement. The stranger reveals that his name is Tom and that he is a mechanic. He warns Philip that driving long distances is risky because their car's engine can't handle the extreme heat. Philip proposes that they take Tom with them in exchange for more fuel and help fixing the car. Tom agrees quickly, though the sisters are unsure. Philip reassures them and says that they will need another person to help. So they continue their journey, driving on empty roads until they encounter a large metal barrier blocking the road. The men get out of the car and manage to push the barrier aside. Soon after, they find a crashed vehicle down the hill and decide to check for supplies. After finding food, water, and gas inside, Philip tells Marie to bring down some bottles and containers using the walkie-talkie. After Marie leaves, Leonie sees some strangers coming towards her. Suddenly, the group hears Leonie scream, prompting them to hurry up the hill. In the chaos, Marie trips and falls into a tree, losing consciousness. When she wakes, she finds herself alone. Shortly after, Tom surprises her from behind and takes her to find Philip. Tom explains that when he and Philip got to the car, Leonie had already been taken by a group of cannibals. Marie insists they need to rescue her sister, but Philip is worried about their safety and thinks they should keep going to the mountains instead. While they argue, Tom climbs a tower and sees smoke in the distance. They follow the smoke and discover a camp where survivors are kept, including Leonie, who's chained up. Tom comes up with a plan to use a Molotov cocktail as a distraction while Marie tries to recover their stolen car, and Tom and Philip go to rescue Leonie. Marie quickly agrees and walks to their car that's parked on the side of the road. The explosion grabs everyone's attention, and Marie uses this chance to start the car and waits for the two men to come back. Moments later, Philip gets into the car with his injured leg and tells Marie to drive off. Marie is confused about what is happening, but when she notices the kidnappers approaching, she starts the car and drives off. Once they're in a safe place, Marie realizes that Philip hasn't attempted to save her sister at all. Determined to save her sister, she decides to go back alone, while Philip stays behind trying to start the car. She arrives at a tunnel where she finds her sister's backpack. Soon after, Philip arrives and apologizes for being a coward, but because of his injured leg, he can't keep walking, so he has to stay in the tunnel. Marie continues her search for her sister and Tom. Due to the intense heat, she seeks shelter in an empty church and falls asleep on the floor. A few hours later, a middle-aged woman finds her and wakes her up. Marie feels scared at first, but the woman offers her some water. They start talking, and Marie tells her about how her sister and a friend have been kidnapped by cannibals. The woman claims she hasn't heard of these cannibals, but offers to help. She insists that Marie first visit her farm to rest, and after some persuasion, Marie agrees. She also tells the woman about Philip's location, and the woman says she will send her son to help him. After some time, they arrive at the woman's barn, and she explains that the heat has ruined her livestock, leaving her family with little food. Then she takes her to a room where Marie can sleep and regain her energy. Exhausted, Marie quickly falls asleep, but when she wakes, she finds herself locked in the room. Looking through a small hole, she sees people who look like kidnapped prisoners being taken to a basement. She also sees Philip being carried into the barn, and that's when she realizes that the woman is not who she seems. Suddenly, the woman bursts in through the locked door. She says that Philip will be sacrificed since they have no way to cure his injury. Then she reveals that Marie and her sister will be spared because of their youth and beauty, but they will be forced to marry the woman's cannibal sons. Feeling helpless, Marie doesn't know how to react and simply asks to see her sister. Shortly after, the woman returns with Leonie and they finally embrace. Then the woman lays a blue dress on the table and asks Marie to wear it for dinner. Before leaving, she threatens that if they try to escape, they will be executed and fed to her family. Once the woman leaves, Marie searches the room for a way to escape. The sisters start to create a rope using their clothes to jump out the window and flee, but just then the woman's son enters and says he has come to help with Leonie's wounds. Marie tries to block the window they attempted to escape from, and when he approaches it, she suddenly kisses him. Then she tricks him into closing the door, but when he turns around, she hits him in the shoulder with a heavy piece of wood. The son tosses the wood aside and angrily starts to choke Marie, but Leonie hits the assailant on the head with a large pot and knocks him out. Then Marie tells Leonie to jump out the window first and hide in the woods. After Leonie escapes, Marie hears someone at the door. To buy time for her sister, she puts on the blue dress the woman left for her and goes down the stairs. The woman invites her to join the family for dinner, and when the woman asks about her son, Marie says that he is still caring for her sister's injuries. The two women then head to the kitchen where the entire cannibal family gathers to have their meal. Before they start eating human flesh, they say a prayer. After sitting down at the table, Marie throws her plate and tries to run away, but the son, who has just regained consciousness, stops her at the door. Moments later, Marie finds herself chained and taken to the slaughterhouse, where she sees Philip, who is also tied up across the room. Shortly after, the woman's son comes in and kills Philip, planning to use his body as food. He then throws Philip's clothes into the room where Marie is. She takes a knife from the discarded clothing and manages to set herself free. After that, she escapes and sneaks into a barn where she finds several other hostages, including Tom. Without wasting any time, they all rush outside, but are temporarily blinded by the sunlight, which they haven't seen in days. The kidnappers try to catch them as they run away. Just as a kidnapper is about to attack Marie, Tom saves her by hitting the kidnapper from behind. Marie runs into the woods and finds her sister, but they are blocked by the woman and one of her sons. Marie stays calm, and when the woman gets close, she takes her chance and stabs her in the stomach. While the son cries out for his dying mother, Marie rescues her sister and they manage to escape. Later, the two sisters meet up with Tom and run to the mountains, where they find fresh water and birds flying in the sky.